Okay, so I'm going to explain here from my last video how it's possible to go get prescription medications from a different pharmacy, a different doctor, for overprescription of medications. So my ex-husband was on gabapentin at the time that he hit me. I've been asking the question, is gabapentin a synthetic opioid? I've been asking this for many years. And so he called it his nerve medication. He told me he didn't have to follow the doctor's instructions for taking his pills. He didn't have to take them if he didn't want to. And so I asked the pharmacist one day what she would do if she thought a patient was being prescribed too many medications that interact with each other. She looked at my ex-husband's meds and she told me to go to another pharmacist. This was at Sam's Club. So this was at a time when we had no insurance, right before he turned 62. Affordable Care Act was too expensive. So he made me carry it when I had a self-employment income. He made me carry insurance. Then I told him, I don't make enough money. I can't do it anymore. So I passed it to him. He paid for it for 1 year for him and me. And then he dropped it when the price went up even higher again after that. He dropped it the last year or two, I think, and we had no insurance. He went to he used Sam's Club, and he said, oh, well, Sam's Club is just cheaper. He said, it's just like Medicare, but they're negotiating the prices with Medicare. That's what he was telling me, because that's what they were putting on TV. He was saying that they're negotiating the prices with Medicare, but somehow Medicare Advantage, that's a different insurance program, that was lumped in there with Sam's Club. And so he was using Sam's Club because they lowered the drug prices with the membership. So I go across the street to Walmart to get his meds. Now we're going to talk about HIPAA laws and the Fourth Amendment and privacy, how that plays a role. But they don't connect the pharmacy for controlled substances for drugs at all. So she told me to go across the street to a different pharmacy. I was concerned that I was going to get in trouble by him because he did not want to pay high prices for his drugs. Thankfully, they weren't that expensive. It was in his budget. But gabapentin is treated as a controlled substance. So a person addicted to prescription pharmacy drugs, privacy laws make it pretty easy for an addict to get different doctors for the same medications to go to a different pharmacy. The computers do not connect between pharmacies related to duplicate medications. So shouldn't DOJ look at that related to Medicare fraud, duplicate medications? And I know this was brought up at the time of the Affordable Care Act, and there was information coming up to me saying, well, you just go to a different doctor, different pharmacy. They don't connect the computers. How would they know? They don't.